Alright guys, we're back with another part to What If Naruto Was Neglected and Killuas Reincarnate Remastered version. I'm really glad that you guys have been enjoying this What If. I am low-key excited for this part. When I wrote the script for this, I remember I was vibing to I was like listening to some music, I was chilling, and I'm not gonna lie, this has gotta be one of my favorite parts of the series. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy. And either way guys, let's get started. Yeah. Alright guys, let's start off this What If. As we start off with actually not Naruto, with Minato. As it would be raining right now, as it will be at nighttime. Both Menma and Minato will be staring at each other, with Menma's eyes just there in shock, with Minato with an angry look on his face. Go away, Menma. Don't ever return. When Menma hearing those words from his father, he'll be pissed. How could you do this to me? I'm your son. With Minato hearing those words, Minato, he's a gentle and kind person. But there are some things that you should not do. Alright? You should never push a gentle person to the edge. Alright? Because Menma over here went ahead, was a bad son, did so many crappy things to Minato, and literally was the most disrespectful person in this entire thing. Like Menma, and trust me, this is not a compliment. Menma, this is not even a compliment, guys. Like, Menma is a menace. This is not a compliment, guys. Like, he's really a menace. Like, he's a bad person, guys. So, yeah. So, Menma would be there as Minato then yells at him, considering the fact that he has never truly have done that to his son. Menma, I swear, I never made much more of an ungrateful brat like you before. All this time, I work here, your mom works, and your sister here, she also does stuff. As with Minato, like, not gonna lie, Narumi actually does have a job in the village. She actually does have a job. She doesn't get put on missions due to the fact that, because most of their time after, she mostly works at a stand to sell food and stuff like that. Menma, however, due to the fact that she really doesn't really stay there for too long, considering the fact that Menma and her are side by side, and they're siblings. They mostly hang out with each other. She would most of the times skip her job and go train with Menma. So yeah, even though she was terrible at it, at the same time, at least she had a job. Menma didn't have one. And besides, Minato needed to protect them. Considering the fact that if Minato and Kushina didn't do their jobs, the Raikage would have made things so much worse for them. With Minato there panting, you'll be like, Menma, the amount of sacrifices that we made to keep you and your sister alive, to keep you and your sister safe from harm, when Menma yelling at him, screw you! If all I care, you could die! You don't deserve to talk to me. You don't deserve to hit me. If anything, I should hit you. When Minato throwing another flying Raijin kunai as he slaps Menma again by teleporting. With that, Menma will be once again sent flying. Minato, even though he was almost completely drained out of chakra, Minato, when he was talking, he would be recharging his chakra just to do something like that. Dang. Menma will once again be sent flying as he gets up. You hit me again! That's it. Who cares? To be completely honest, you're worse than scum, Minato. You're something that shouldn't exist. That's why you're a failure, and you're a disappointment as a father. With Minato hearing those words, he'll grit his teeth. All he ever wanted was to have the happy life that he always wanted. To be with his sons, to be with his daughter, to have a happy life, and to one day see one of them make the Hidden Leaf Village blossom. And instead, Hidden Leaf Village got burned down due to a miniature war. Connections with the family just and like don't even know where his other son is, and he has this scum of a son that doesn't even care about him, and like is just a rude person. And then he has Narumi, who really doesn't do much but just backs up the scum brother. So like, yikes. So at this point, like, you're just here like Minato's just like, where did it all go wrong? With that, Minato would have, try to hold back the tears, considering the fact that Menma was right, but at the same time he was wrong. I personally believe that, like, even though Minato did screw up, I wouldn't say he was a terrible father, because if he was, then Menma and Narumi would have been much worse, considering the fact that they would have actually, like, they would have actually, like, because just so you guys know, Menma and Narumi, they have not yet actually murdered someone. And, like, they have not really truly experienced the thing which is known as death, that most shinobi should do. So I don't think Minato is, like, that bad. However, currently right now, like, he is pretty bad. But still, not bad to the point where, like, he makes his children suffer. In fact, they're living pretty good lives. You know what? Scratch that statement. Minato is a good dad. Even though he didn't have Naruto in his life, he did take good care of Narumi and Menma. But the rest of them, screw them. Like for Naruto, Minato's a bad father. For Narumi and Menma, Minato's a good father, considering the fact that he took care of them and everything, and he did a good job. So you have to give props to that one, alright? Naruto, not a good father. I mean, Naruto for Minato to Naruto, like, he's not a good father. For his other kids, he's a good father. So yeah, Minato is both on, like, he's like a balance, alright? With that, Menma would have run off, with Narumi unconscious now, considering the fact that what Menma said really hurt her on the last part. So with that, Menma would have run away from the village. With Minato there, he would have been tired as he walks up to Narumi, and as soon as he sees her, he will see her with tears, as she would have been unconscious. Minato would have picked up Narumi as he puts her on her back. Puts her on his back as they walk back to their home. Kushina will be there worried sick, considering that it was such a long time since her and Minato was out. Considering the fact that, her and Minato been, most of the time, just been sleeping or stayed home because of the village, and practically they're like outcast. They're I guess you could say they're similar to the Jinchurikis, to where they get like glares and everything, so yeah. With that, Minato would have walked back inside the house with Narumi on his back, with Kushina there like, Narumi, what happened? Minato, what happened? With Minato there as he sighs, as he apologizes to Kushina. I'm sorry, Kushina, but we lost our son. With Kushina there as she walks, as Minato puts Narumi on the couch to rest as he walks upstairs to get some sleep, with Kushina already knowing the meaning of this. So it finally happened. Of course Menma would do this. I just wish it didn't happen. Considering the fact that they already anticipated the one day. Like, it's already at the point where they already had anticipated that one day Menma was gonna, fly off. Like, he was not gonna be part of the squad for much longer. So with that, Kushina sat there. She cries. Menma, she was the first son that she actually got to take care of. So of course she'll be sad about it. And she shed her tears. She would walk up to Narumi as she places Narumi's head on her lap. As she pets her head. I hope Naruto's doing okay, Kushina would say, as we're now cutting back to Naruto. Naruto and his everything that was left that he had been trying to build up, considering the fact that it's been a pretty long time since since all this time when all this was going on, Naruto's been busy. And all of them were now getting back the fragments of the Hidden Leaf Village, as the fire Daimyo allowed them to create the new village where the Hidden Leaf Village originally was. As with that, everyone walked back into their village, which was destroyed and was a pile of rubble, but was still home. Naruto could smile as he remembers, as while walking through the area, he would see all the old places, the Ichiraku Ramen, his old home with him, Kakashi, and everyone's so happy to return back home. As all of them were returning back, all of them. With that, Kakashi would have been happy. Everyone would have been happy. So far, right now, it's been pretty great. So with that, Naruto would then yell, "Guys, we finally did it! We returned back to the Hidden Leaf Village!" With all of them cheering and everything. Naruto would then stop as he once again yells, "Actually, scratch that! We're here back at our home! Our new home!" With all of them hearing that, they will once again cheer even louder this time, considering this is no longer the Hidden Leaf Village. With that, Tsunade would walk there. She would look at the Hokage monuments as she couldn't see her father's face. Well, not father, oh my god. Grandfather's face up there anymore, as she couldn't see anything else. And she was upset at the rubble and how much destruction it looks like. However, at the same time, she was happy. And besides, Naruto was gonna keep that word, because what he's doing is he's using something that got broken to create something new. He used something that died to create something new. So yeah, and besides, the entire history of the Hidden Leaf Village is still gonna remain the same, except there's gonna be more history. And this village is not gonna be called the Hidden Leaf Village. In fact, it's gonna be called I'm actually gonna let you guys comment down below. What should the village be known as? I was thinking about like the village. I'm not thinking about like a hidden village. I was gonna say like I don't even know, guys. I was thinking something towards like Rising Phoenix or something, like the village of the Risen Phoenix. But like I'm not 100% sure. You guys comment down below what should the village be named. So with that, they instantly got into constructions. Everyone in the village was working. Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, Kakashi, everyone was working. And like even some of the villagers were there, and even Sakura was working, considering the fact that she was part with Naruto's group, considering the fact that she didn't go with Menma and Narumi. So yeah, she was with them. By the way, if you guys are wondering how all of this was happening, well, flashback. When all that was happening with Minato, the Hokage, the entire confrontation over there in Kuma, which by the way I found out, Naruto and like people like Naruto was like squad was entirely like split it up. Like each one of them, because they need to get the money even faster so they can finally build their village. And on their journeys, Naruto was able to find some more people of the Hidden Leaf Village, bring them back and tell them that the village was finally getting repaired. He was able to, steal from other people. Like not like nice people and kind people, like bad people. Like people like Gato and stuff like that. So Naruto was stealing from people like that, as well as recruiting some other people to join the village. Like people who were kicked out of their homes. Like, yeah, so Naruto was literally building the village one step at a time. And don't forget, Naruto split up his squad for all of them to also do the same thing. So each one of them were getting people with them. And after all of that, which by the way, this all took a day, considering that each one of them was using almost their entire chakra to like go to from place to place, like teleporting. So they were really trying their best there. But at the end of the day, they were finally able to steal enough money and stuff like that from bad people to get their village done. And they have already recruited enough people to do it, like to join their village. So now they were now on a good and for sure fire path. So flashback, and Naruto and all of them would have gone not half of the village down, but like they would have gone like 10% of their new village, builded, with all of them celebrating, drinking, eating, with Naruto saying, "Today we feast, yeah!" And all of them will be cheering, with Naruto and Anko and all of them would have been having a blast. Alright. This is where I'm going to end the video. Hope y'all do enjoy. And anyway, guys, it's Say Shamrock and Psych. Alright. Y'all better sit down. Sit down, y'all. I'm not allowing this to go on. Remember, y'all, I'm back how I usually am, guys. I'm now back to my Genjutsu cliffhanger no jutsu. I trip you no jutsu, guys. I trip you no jutsu. That's the new jutsu I learned, guys. So this time y'all think it's gonna end. It's not. I'ma trip y'all. I'm gonna be like yee. Y'all gonna be tripping. So this is my new jutsu, y'all. Trip no jutsu. So I got cliffhanger no jutsu. I got my Genjutsus all prepared, and I got my trip no jutsu. So y'all better watch out. So Naruto. So all of them will be. So after that, day 1 will be over as the village will continue being built. Everyone was vibing. Naruto would have been now already been talking to the Fire Daimyo on a daily basis as he created the village to become even stronger and even more under new management. By the way, just to let you guys know, it was never the thing that Naruto already knows though is that there is a threat because Naruto is knowing about the threats like the Akatsuki and other people like Orochimaru, but the thing is Naruto doesn't know about Danzo because after the entire battle, Naruto doesn't know most about the main villains like Orochimaru, Danzo. Orochimaru, like he didn't know about him. Danzo, he doesn't know where he is. But the thing is, he already knows about what happened to the Sand Village. So when the Sand Village returned, like currently right now, Gaara is now even more of a beast. Considering Naruto never really had that heart-to-heart with Gaara and really like communicate with him. Like he did give Gaara the beating, but he never really got Gaara like the close to him. Gaara is like he's now like the Kage, however, like he's cold to people. Like he's just like, oh whatever. Like he does protect the village, however, at the same time, like he really doesn't communicate with much people. So he doesn't really think that the village is his friend or he needs to protect his family. Instead, he thinks that the village is a priority, that he really just has to do it. Like there's no real point. So with that, oh god guys, I've been talking for so long. And there's no water. Dang it. Well, gotta continue going. Cause I need to make sure that you guys get entertained. So with that, Naruto would have already walked so Naruto already know about that, but for Danzo and Orochimaru, he didn't have any idea what was going on. Now, in the other world, we would see that the other Akatsuki members, they would already have all assembled. Considering the fact that Pain and almost the entire Akatsukis were all discussing something, as they already added their new members, considering the fact that they got new members. So with the new members now being Danzo and Orochimaru. Now the reason why Orochimaru joined the Akatsuki, considering the fact the Akatsuki, well, more like Itachi was gonna go ahead and kill Orochimaru gave up on the idea of getting the Sharingan. Danzo, not so much. He wanted the Sharingan. However, due to the fact that he never got the chance, due to the fact that the village and the Sand Village had to get involved, as well as the Sound, Danzo wasn't really that happy with the Orochimaru. However, he was luckily able to get some experiment, like he got experimented on by Orochimaru. So Orochimaru experimented with Danzo, and he was able to give Danzo some jutsus, and he even made it to where Danzo is now, you can say like, he gave him some of the Uchiha DNA. So, yeah. Danzo is now an Uchiha. He has that Uchiha DNA. He couldn't get the Hashirama one though. Like the Hashirama Cells thing, Danzo didn't have it in this one. He doesn't have it. So, yeah. However, the Uchiha, yeah, he got it. And not only that, but Danzo is now happy with this one, considering the fact that now with the Sharingan, and when he returns back to take back his village, he'll be, he feels like, I'm gonna be bussin'. I'm gonna be the leader. I'm gonna be on that grind. Y'all need to watch. So with that, all the Akatsuki were having their meetings, all of them looking menacingly, as Pain was discussing about how many Jinchurikis have they captured. Just to let you know, Gaara has been captured. Yeah, Gaara has been captured. So the same thing would play out. Gaara was captured, and everything would play out the same. And also, just to let you guys know, this is not like the real pain. Like the real pain is over there in the village where Jiraiya is. So this is like the hologram thing that you guys saw. So yeah, it's like a hologram sequence of their communication. So yeah, that's what's happening. With them having their meeting and everything, Pain would have already like he would have already sensed the presence of Jiraiya nearby, as he can already tell that Jiraiya is gonna get in his way. So with that, after discussing their thing, considering the fact that I cannot tell you guys for now, they would all like stop talking as the meeting was now disbanded. With that, Pain would be there as Jiraiya was now ready to fight. Well, not ready, but he was now there at the village as he was now looking for Pain. So I hope y'all do enjoy. I've been talking for like this video combined with the other video I just recorded, because I did these two in an instant, the Alien X video and this one. I did them both like as soon as I was done filming with the Alien X one, I jumped immediately into this one. So I'm talking for like 47 minutes straight. Yikes. But like, you know what guys, I care about you guys so much, so that means of course I would go ahead and do that. So yeah guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the likes. And either way guys, it's Say Shamrock and I'm out. Peace.